Hi, I'm Diane Marie Collins, and you have entered the DM Zone. Today, my guest is USA Today bestselling author Jennifer L. Armentrout. Welcome.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Let's talk about what is that spark that starts a story for you.
Usually I start with the actual creature that I'm dealing with in paranormal. In the LUX series, it is the aliens. Once I create the creature I'm working with, then I move on to the characters, which in the LUX series, it's Damon and Katie. So I worked with them. I wrote half of Obsidian not knowing if or what kind of alien I was dealing with. So I pictured these giant insects half of the book. So finally I had to come up with something, which I eventually did because the insects is just not hot in YA. So luckily I came up with something, but usually it's the creature and then it's the characters.
I love that. Here you're writing a book, it's moving along, the characters are going, and what exactly are those creatures again?
Yeah, I have like Independence Day insects jumping around. I'm like, this has got to change, so.
Okay, and what is the most thrilling, exciting thing that you enjoy doing when you're writing that new book?
The anticipation of not just the plot, but I love writing when you have a character who's not sure of what's really going on around them and that build up of the big reveal. And while I do write a lot of romance in my novels, the anticipation between the two main couples is the most exciting thing because you get to capture the first meeting, the first look at each other, the first kiss, or in some cases the first hate that they have for one another, but the anticipation between that is the most exciting part.
Jennifer, with Obsidian and Onyx, those are classified young adult. How did that happen for you?
I grew up reading young adult in the 90s, big fan of R.L. Stine's Fear Street. Every day I came home from school, I either went to the library with my mom or I came straight home and read the books that we had. I also was a huge fan of historical romance, which I know seems odd when you mix the two together, but it taught me that there's only really young adult that really captures that first of everything. First love, first hate, first kiss, first romance, and it's so fun re-experiencing that just for myself and also having characters who get to go through that again. So that's why I settled on YA. It's a
You love the first.
Yeah, the first, and you can do so much with it. And it's also fun to just go back, revisit those days. And I think I'm a bit of a kid at heart on top of it, a teenager. I haven't really grown up a lot, so it's really easy for me to write, so that's always good.
How do you choose the location of your novels?
I'm a type of author who only likes to write where they've actually been in real life, so I can really explain the place instead of kind of making up what I'm seeing. In the Obsidian novel Onyx and Opal, the LUX series, it takes place in Petersburg, West Virginia. I grew up in West Virginia. I live there now, so it's very close to my heart living there. Also, I'm a bit of a history nerd, so it was really fun checking out the actual lore of Petersburg, West Virginia, when you have the Seneca rocks. In the Obsidian novel, you learn that they're made out of beta quartz, and in real life, the Seneca Mountain is made out of beta quartz.
I love it.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that until I started researching it myself. I was like, oh, that works perfectly.
Paranormal.
Yeah, right. There we go. Also, there is a legend in Obsidian called Snowboard, and that's a very true legend, and so it was very interesting diving into that, and it does have a meaning to the series. That legend mentioned in Obsidian carries through the entire book series. So I tend to stick where I know and also in my own home state. It's very fun because I can see these places when I want to, and it's a real landmark.
How fun. What is next on the horizon for you?
Well, I do have Opal, which is a third book coming out in December, right in time for Christmas. Then we have a fourth and fifth book that's coming out over the next 2 years that's going to finish up the series.
I love it. You have fiercely loyal fans. Tell me about some of them.
I have the best readers out there. I know a lot of authors say that, but I know I have some of the greatest readers in the world, and they are so fun to talk to. I love how involved they get in the series, how much they make pictures. I've had people bring cupcakes, bracelets, all kinds of things to signings, which I love. They've even started a jewelry store that is actually Hibble Designs is going to be making jewelry inspired by the LUX series. So it's pretty awesome. I could not ask for more from
That's so much fun. And how do they reach you if they don't already know?
JenniferLArmentrout.com.
That's your website.
That's it.
Thanks so much for
you.
visiting with me. And you have been in the DM Zone. Come back soon.
Hi, my name is Jennifer L. Armentrout. This video would not have happened if it wasn't for the fans in the United States and overseas. I want to give a special shout out to those in Romania and Hungary, Turkey, and the United Kingdom. You guys rock, and without you, none of this would be possible. Thanks.